Hello everyone, welcome to Recipe Tales. Today we're going to do cashew yogurt. Cashew yogurt is very popular among the vegans, and in fact since I'm lactose intolerant, I too take cashew yogurt. And the best way to take nuts is to soak overnight or more than 8 hours. So I've soaked my cashew nuts overnight, washed them very well until it's clear and well, and then I'm going to blend it. Now let me tell you how to do a natural, no additives of yogurt, whereby we use the chilies, green chilies. We use the stalk and the chilies, and these are the stalks that I have saved. Now I'll show you later how I place it in my yogurt, and I let it ferment for about 8 to 12 hours. That's the first starter that I'm going to get, and thereafter you can keep saving your starter in your fridge, or you can freeze it, and whenever you want to make yogurt, just take out the starter, blend your nut milk, and then put in the starter and let it be cultured for 8 hours to 12 hours. Now this all depends on the temperature of your kitchen or whichever country you reside in. I'm in Singapore, it's very warm over here, therefore my yogurt gets done in 8 hours. So shall we begin? Ingredients for cashew yogurt: 100 grams of cashew nuts, 400 grams of water to soak cashew nuts, 180 grams of water to make cream, 3 fresh small chili, either red or green, washed and the stalks separated. So we're going to do yogurt from cashew nuts. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to pour water, and I've called up my weighing scale. So we're going to put about, say, 75 to 80 grams of water. Right, so I want it really a thick yogurt, so I'm just putting around that. So I run between 75 to 85 grams of water. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to heat this to 60 degrees. I'm going to go to the kettle, and I'm going to bring this temperature down to 60, and I'm going to touch that and I'm going to warm it up. At 60 degrees we are actually sterilizing the water. In a way, we are not boiling it. You can use boiled water if you want to, but I'm just sterilizing it, and then I'm going to add in my cashew. The water is heated at 60 degrees, and I'm going to come out of it, and I'm going to go back to my other function, the normal functions, and here I'm going to add in my soaked, drained cashew nuts in it. And all we have to do now is to blend it. So again, I'm going to just go onto my normal screen, and I'm going to blend it for 1 minute at speed 10. There we have it. Let's look at it, how creamy it is. And ooh, it is warm. I'm really happy that it's warm, so that means to say my cashews are also getting sterilized when you soak it for a long time. So you want to just get off the extra soaked bacteria that is there in the water, though, sort of, you know. So we are not overheating it, but we are actually just getting it warmed up, and it'll be just nice for us to ferment. So this is how it looks. So we have the creamy texture, and let me show you how creamy it is. So this is how thick and creamy it is. So my yogurt will be much more nicely set and much more thicker, not so runny. Now all we have to do is to have the first fermentation, a natural fermentation with no probiotics, artificial probiotics added. All you need is the chili stalks. Take off a fresh chili stalks like that, and just place it in like this. And then the whole chili, you take it out and just dip it in the head of it, okay, and just put it in on the top and leave it for fermentation for 8 to 12 hours. So we can cover it with muslin cloth like that, or any cloth that you have. Cover it and keep it in a warm place for 8 to 12 hours for it to ferment. And you can take off the stalks and the chili and save a tablespoon of this starter for all your other nut yogurts. It is really wonderful to have the first one, and then thereafter all you have to do is just add a teaspoon to any of your nut creams that you've made and just ferment it, and you have your nut yogurt. This is how I had done last night, and I'll show you the fermentation. Look at that, how creamy it is, and it is really bubbling. And I'll take off the chili now. So this is how you take it out, okay, and the stalks too. Take out the stalks and the chili. So let me show you just how thick and creamy my yogurt is. There you go. And it is bubbling, and look at that. When a good fermentation takes place, you can see the bubbles that are formed in it, and this is a very good form of probiotics. It's best to have a natural probiotics made by our green chilies. So our yogurt is done, and we can add this sour yogurt. It's not that sour, but it's tart. I'm going to add to my cucumber salad. So it's cucumber, onions, and green chilies or red chilies, and that's all. And add a little bit of salt, and there you have your raita. This is our yogurt raita, a vegan yogurt raita. There we go. That's it. Yeah, we just add salt to it and it's ready to eat. You can have it as a salad. You can have it with your chapatis, with your parathas, or just have it as on a hot day, just have a nice cold salad bowl of nut yogurt. So here we have our yogurt, cashew yogurt, and I have made raita out of it by putting the yogurt in it. And the way to make it I've shown you by using the chili stalks and the chilies, separate it and place it in and ferment it for 8 to 12 hours. My name is Sushila Patel, and this is the Recipe Tales. Recipes with a modern twist.